Alert 7 News. With studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with us on this Monday morning, March 2nd. We've made it to the third month of the year already.
I had to think about that.
Yes,
we have.
I'm so excited to be here on this Monday morning with you. Glad to be streaming with you as well here on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, and everywhere you get your news, because that's what we're here for on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We want you to watch us and take us with you wherever you go, the store, work, wherever it may be, wherever is most convenient for you. Download our app. It's completely free of charge on your phone, tablet, or connected TV device. We're pretty much everywhere you go. You can catch Wake Up West Texas on your television from 5 to 7 a.m. every weekday morning, as you always have for many, many years. But also Wake Up West Texas Extra, now streaming from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on your streaming devices. So please, again, download our app. But of course, today, being a Monday, we're starting off a new week, a new month. There's a lot more as well. We're getting to that month where things are going to be changing. Not only are we changing the month, we're changing our weather, because we're getting into springtime later this month officially. And then we're also setting our clocks forward. We're springing forward an hour this Sunday, Saturday at night, essentially. You want to set them before you go to bed. It's going to be Sunday at 2 a.m. We're going to, quote unquote, lose an hour of sleep, especially those of us who are going to be on the overnights that evening and Monday morning, I should say. And it also means we're going to have later days. Like, our days are going to last longer. Sun's going to set quite a bit later. And then eventually the hours will expand further as we get closer towards the solstice in June 20th.
Rough.
So, yes, for those who go to bed at this time, we're going to be going to bed as the sun is still shining brightly outside, reminding us that, yes, you do go to bed at a very unusual time.
I don't like it. This is like the worst time of year. I do like longer days in general. But
It's nice when you can get stuff done, for sure.
it is. But
Like
when
on the
you have
weekends.
to go to bed,
Yeah.
it's not fun. Plus, it also signifies, obviously, warmer temperatures, and therefore sun's up later, warmer. You know, we have a longer warming period in the day.
For sure. And it gets hot.
And then it doesn't cool down as easily because the sun's up until like 10 p.m. So why is it going to cool down when the sun's still up?
What a weekend it was. It was quite warm this past weekend. Oh my goodness, it was a reminder that we are seeing abnormally warm temperatures for this time of the year. But, you know, enjoy the outdoor time while you have it, of course. But yeah, it's nice to get something a little cooler, something different. The rainfall is something we're looking forward to. We'll get to that, of course, in just a little bit. But, you know, today's a special day for all of us here. We're all very proud Texans. As you can see, our show, literally Texas, with a star right here. The Lone Star State is where we live, and proud to live in it. And today's a very special day because it is Texas Independence Day. And that takes us to our West Texas Weighs In poll of the trivia question, I should say, of the hour. What year did Texas become a state? Do you know this question? Don't Google it, please. Don't do that. Stop where you're going right now. Don't go anywhere. All of you, don't look it up, because I'm going to tell you at 7:58, maybe 8. Give me about 2 minutes grace period. But we will tell you, because it's more fun just to guess with us if you can remember from history class, or if you're just a really great Texan. I know you are. We all are. I am. I try to be. I won't guess because I had to actually put these in today, so I know the answer. But Sawyer is a transplanted Texan, and we're so glad to have her here with a Texas license plate, driver's license. She loves this state. She bleeds red, white, and blue. Well, I guess you would either, even from Colorado. You love your Colorado, though, too.
Colorado state flag.
If I moved to Colorado, I would love Colorado, too, probably. But I've been Texas. I feel like I'd get altitude sickness, so I've talked to you about that so many times. I'm scared to go to Colorado, I'll be honest.
Get used to it.
But I will do that one day, and we'll have to document that.
Sea level, you just thrive.
There you go.
You're like, I'm used to
oxygen.
Yeah. Because I'm used to no oxygen, and now I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's kind of flying high, huh?
Yes.
What year did Texas become a state, y'all? 1860, is that 1852 I wrote? 1845?
I don't know, it looks kind of blurry.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Both, like, blind.
And 1776. Any of those answers there, let us know what you think. Vote. I'm not going to be voting today, unfortunately, but please let us know. Sawyer, your guess for the hour.
I have absolutely no clue, because I'm not from
You're
here.
not from here, yeah.
No.
This is your, well, it's certainly not your first Texas Independence Day, but yes, it's one of your first. It's your third, actually.
It's my fourth, I think.
Is it? Okay, wow.
I don't think that's true. No clue. I think I chose 1852 earlier. I said that, so that's why that's up there. But...
Here, I'll put your vote in for you because I know you're having technical issues.
Oh, no, I'm up.
Oh, you're up? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here staring at it.
Okay.
But yeah, I did 1852. I have no clue.
1852. Okay, Sawyer's got her vote in. Let us know what you think. Good morning, Chris Kavanaugh. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know, what year did Texas become a state? Don't look it up, but what's your best guess, if you can remember?
Now I'm thinking it might be earlier because I know it was technically Mexico, and then there was the Alamo and the oh gosh.
Sometimes I think, and I'm surprised, my family's been here for all of that.
Was it the Mexican-American War?
Mexican-American War was in the 1900s? That was the Spanish-American War, wasn't it?
I have no clue. For all my history teachers who probably are not watching because I am in Texas, I'm sorry.
Mexican War, yes, you're correct. What is the Spanish-American War? Is that the one I'm thinking of, the 1900s? Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
Okay, cool. So my history teachers did do something correct. Good job. I'm going to share this on my Facebook and be like, sorry to every single one of you.
We'll have to see what deals there are, Lone Star, across the Lone Star State. But like I was saying, my family's literally been in the same area for 7-8 generations at this point. Check.
Yes.
We were here when it was Mexico.
Nice.
And it was Texas after that.
Intriguing.
Long-time Texans for sure.
So it's a generation.
But deals,
Trying to do with math.
I'm talking about Whataburger, of course, obviously. There's just different things that you could get possibly.
I'm not a fan of Whataburger.
A generation is like, that's definitely a choice, isn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Chris is going with 1845. Thank you, Chris. Make sure you go vote on firststory7.com/vote. You don't have to, but you can comment. Belinda, good morning to Matthew and Sawyer, she says.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Happy
Belinda.
Monday. Thank you for watching.
A generation is like 80 years. 75 is the average lifespan, so 70, 85, 80 years. I don't know if that's the way they calculate generation. I'm just assuming that's like a lifespan. Well, no, that wouldn't be a generation because I've already have several generations of my family like living currently.
I'm going to say it's generation like 20
It's
years,
not
give or
even.
take.
Yeah, let's see.
Ish.
Let's see. 20 years, yes.
Okay.
Wow, that's short.
I love being smart. That's like the third
So
thing
that's, gosh, that's a lot of generations. Okay, well, anyways.
Well, I went with
I'm glad you're a Texan, Sawyer.
Initially, but now I might be thinking 1845.
What do you say?
I don't know. I just feel like it was earlier than 1852.
Only by 7 years?
Sure.
Okay.
A year's a difference, let alone 7. So.
Especially back in that day
Exactly.
when things were changing rapidly.
I'm going to stick with 1852, even though.
Because you already voted. Yeah, we'll take it.
I might change it.
Okay.
But.
Well, that's not allowed.
Well, I'm not going to change it, but in my mind,
you're locked in.
Like, maybe it's 1845.
I want your take on this one, though. What's your favorite condiment on a burger? I will vote on this one because I want to...
Dry.
Dry, my brother, I got that from my brother.
Should have put none.
He orders everything plain and dry.
Should have put none.
Oh, none is good, too. But dry is kind of like a thing you order, Dry, I'll order it dry. Right? Anybody?
No.
Okay. Let me see.
I like a good mayo.
I'm going to go with ketchup. But I love mayo and ketchup together.
I was going to say you do love your ketchup.
I don't like mustard.
I feel like I needed that.
You did.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say you do know my food preferences very well.
Yes.
More than a lot of people.
I do.
We talk a lot about food on this show in between the commercial breaks.
Eat food a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like mayo. I don't know why, because mayo's such an odd thing.
I got it from my mom. He had me grow up with mayo.
I love mayo. Like
not my dad though.
On a sandwich, I'll ask for like double mayo. On like a Philly cheesesteak, I'll add mayo, which has caused discourse in the newsroom. Gross, Matthew.
Belinda says mustard. Okay, the OG. I wish I could join. I don't hate mustard. I like it with a corn dog. But that's about it.
Do you mix your mustard and ketchup with the corn dog?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
I used to think I was innovative in school. It's like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm going to name it Must-Up. Mustard! Isn't that a thing, right? I heard that like last year. Did anybody like that?
That was terrible.
Let me know on firstalert7.com/vote and comment below.
Other polls? Yes, we do.
We do. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to keep it moving, Sawyer.
It's already 09, Matthew.
Sorry about that, y'all. Do you like daylight saving time, Sawyer?
Also, I want to highlight, and I'm glad that you did this because you're smart. It's daylight saving, not savings.
That's true. A lot of people don't realize there's no S.
No, it's daylight saving.
I told my brother about this. He's coming up a lot this show, but he says savings, and then he got mad at me for correcting him.
Like how some people say Big Springs.
I said I have to. Yes.
It is big. The single spring. Big
Yes.
spring, y'all. I'm sorry, but anyway.
Say it for those in the back again. Yeah,
It is big spring. A single spring. One. Single spring.
I want to call it so many family members today. I don't know why. Like some of
It's okay. I call out my parents and my niece and nephew all the time.
So I'm
So.
gonna say Big Springs. I'm
And
like,
my friends.
no. I love Big Spring.
But
I've
anyway.
gone there many times.
Sorry. Hopefully y'all don't
Love
get
the
mad at me. I do not because, and we just discussed this earlier in the show, it makes it harder for me to go sleep.
So that's a no. I'm gonna go with, even though I agree, a yes. I do like it. Some people are indifferent. Brooks Landgraf. I know that's very out
Now
of
we're
out
calling
pocket.
out Brooks.
Yes,
No, we're not
he would
calling-
appreciate this, I think. So he's looked at authoring a bill to like
Get
keep
rid of
us
it?
in the same time zone, like kind of like Arizona did. There's Nevada.
It's Arizona.
It's Arizona.
Yes, they don't have daylight savings.
So he wants to kind of do a thing like that. It's never obviously gotten traction. It's kind of one of those things. We appreciate his take on it, of course. So that for his constituents who want to make sure you reach out and tell him what you think. That's what he's there for. Marilyn says mustard. Okay.
More mustard.
Belinda says yes, more sun, more daylight. So she's on the yes side. I am too, Belinda as well. It's tough because I'm not fully that way. I agree with you.
I know
The
you
sleep's
like
good this
sleep.
time of the year for us. The sleep
I
is
know.
good. But I know, I totally agree with that at the same time.
If we didn't work this schedule, I would be fine with it.
Yes, because normally you are a full daytime person, like
Yeah.
up in the day, getting out and about.
Yeah.
Terry says yes, more sun. Terry, thanks for joining us here on Extra. Glad to have you with
Yes,
us.
thank you for joining us joining us on this
For
Monday.
or on? Yes, on this Monday. I have one more question for you. This one's going to be controversial.
Oh, did you add one?
No, it was just hidden below. Probably you didn't
okay.
see it. Yeah, I know. This one just came to my mind because my friend doesn't like this. Clap when plane lands after a rough landing, a rough flight.
After a rough flight.
I think that's appropriate.
That's appropriate. If you had a lot of turbulence, the pilots, putting in the extra work, then yeah.
They're working hard, on
Yeah.
those landings where you're like, son of a gun, this bumpy flight.
Or if you've had to abort a couple landings, I don't know if that ever happens a lot out here, but in Denver,
I don't either. I don't know
Denver, it happens all the time because Denver is, up against the mountains, and so there's downsloping winds that we get. It's a whole thing.
that. So you're used to it.
Well, and the thunderstorms that they get during the summer right now with the strong winds, they had extreme turbulence a couple weeks ago because they were like
That's
80
all.
mile per hour wind gusts.
You're just really trying to keep me out of Colorado.
In
she's
that
like,
area.
she's like, yeah, you may have aborted landing. You can't breathe. There's no air. I got to get to Colorado.
Anyway, one of the last times I
South of the
flew,
week.
I think it was last May, I was flying from the Springs to Denver and then connecting from Denver to Midland. But yeah, we had to abort our landing. However, it was not because of the wind. It was because the plane in front of us was too close. We were too close.
Oh, it was actually too close.
And so
That's
they were
interesting.
like, yeah, we couldn't have landed because there was a plane
Oof.
super close to us. And so, but it was weird though because we aborted the landing and then we were in air for 30 more minutes. It was very odd.
Half an hour?
And we did a figure eight around the
Must have
Denver
been
airport.
busy.
It was very odd. But
So
yeah,
the pilots were delighted.
I think it was 2010, 2011. We were coming back super late from a trip and we had to abort the landing 4 or 5 times because it was so windy. There were thunderstorms.
Oh, I bet you they were
vicinity.
exhausted.
We were exhausted. I was 10, I think. But yeah, people were not doing well with the turbulence. It was not fun. And so finally on the last try, they were like, okay, this is going to be our final try. And if we can't do it, we're going to go land in Colorado Springs, which is great because I'm from the Springs. However, our car and stuff was in Denver. So we're like, how are we going to get a car? But nope.
So it was a whole thing.
We were able to land okay.
Goodness. Well, that's good.
And I thought it was fun. I was 10. So I was like, yay, this is a roller coaster ride. All the adults around me were green in the face.
They were not feeling well.
They were not doing well. And I was like, yay.
Oh, boy. Well,
anyway.
Interesting story there. So that might be a time to clap for sure. Belinda says no, not to clap on a plane when they land. Tiffany McElroy says hello. Good morning to you.
Speaking of planes, she's going to be on 2 planes today.
Oh, goodness. Well, let us know if you're going to clap when you land, or hopefully it's not. We wish you a very smooth flight, by the way. Also, those folks who
Get up
when
before
you
it's their turn.
as soon as they put the parking brake on, they get up and they're all in the. I'm like,
Which
where
technically
are
you're not
going?
even supposed to get up until the doors
Until
open.
the doors
Yes.
open, and they tell you.
And the fasten
ahead.
seatbelts.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of thoughts about planes and people on planes. And
Like, where are you going? We're all going. We have to go in order to get out. We can't just
No,
trample each other.
well, I get sometimes, especially if it's a long flight, if you need to stand up for a minute because your legs are like tired or whatever.
Right.
But then sit back down. Don't grab your bag. Don't,
And block the aisle.
Yeah, try and get out of the, but anyway.
Yeah.
So let's get into a quick iCam and then into weather this morning because it's already 7:15, Matthew Alvarez.
We may do weather after the commercial.
Okay, let's do that then. Here's a live look outside of the skies Midland this morning where you can see some clouds out there. Nice sunrise, traffic moving along nicely on I-20, but we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you for joining us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines as we do start off the day. It is going to be rather warm start to the week with highs in the 80s and 90s for some as we head throughout the next couple of days. Changes on the way as we head through the week, though, with rain and storm chances increasing. The potential for severe weather is there as well, and temperatures will be cooling down. Looking at our next 2 days, 85 today for that high temperature for the Midland-Odessa area under partly cloudy skies. Just looking to scrape by below that record at Midland International Air and Spaceport. The current record for today is 86 degrees. Coming up Tuesday, though, we are looking to tie that record, 89 degrees for that record, and our forecast is 89 as well. Temperatures as we continue throughout the next 10 days are looking to remain above normal for the most part, with the exception of Sunday and next Wednesday. And rain chances will increase as we head through the week. Slight chances on Wednesday, only about a 10% chance through the day, 5% chance on Wednesday night, 30% chance Thursday through the day and nighttime, and then seeing those rain chances increasing coming up Friday night into Saturday. For this morning, though, we are starting off the day with mostly clear skies, quiet conditions. Temperatures across the state ranging from the 30s to the 60s, 58 degrees currently at the International Air and Spaceport, and those winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour under those mostly clear skies or mostly sunny skies at this point because the sun is making its way up in the sky. For our travelcast for today, it is going to be quite warm at Midland International Air and Spaceport. High today of 85, lower night of 57. And here's a look at what to expect if you are traveling anywhere across the state today. 79, partly cloudy for Dallas, 83, partly cloudy for Houston, 82, partly cloudy for Austin, 69, mostly cloudy for our friends just to the north in Lubbock. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast where we are going to see even warmer temperatures for Tuesday, ahead of a cold front on Wednesday, cooling things down just slightly before we see those temperatures right back into the 80s Thursday and Friday, ahead of cooler temperatures coming up this weekend and increasing rain chances and, like I mentioned, the potential for some severe weather as well. Right now, that best chance does look to be off to our east, but for our eastern portions of the region, we could see the potential for some severe weather.
No kidding about that. Like you said, the threat is there. We have to, of course, keep ourselves weather aware. Download the First Alert 7 mobile weather app. That way you're weather aware at all times, especially as we head through our busy, active months in the way of weather, not only for severe weather, but wind, fire weather conditions as well. Hopefully, a lot of this rain will help add to our rain bucket and also tamper down those chances of rain. The humidity outside is already increasing. We feel it out there. So now we just have to see what happens when it interacts with a lot of these systems coming on through over the next 10 days or so. But also you can see, like Sawyer mentioned, to spring forward next Sunday, this coming Sunday, so almost a week out, you still have left before we head and lose an hour of sleep on Sunday into Monday. But also you gain a lot more sunshine as well.
Yes.
That is for sure. Well, some exciting news out of XTRA County where Judge Justin Fawcett announced the creation of what's called the XTRA County Youth Task Force. This is specifically meant to address youth crime in our area. We've had several instances that have made headlines lately of youth crime, juvenile crime, and so this is their first step in the process to organize community resources, volunteers, and supporters. The hope, of course, like I said, Sawyer, is to achieve a brighter future for youth. And the Youth Task Force comes in partnership with Odessa Police, XTRA County Sheriff's Office, ECISD, and other local agencies.
The perfect scenario is we see a kid in the community that is having issues. We want to have a phone number that they call up, and a team under Amanda receives that phone call, and we go and we have a briefing with this kiddo and the family. We identify, okay, you're at risk for these certain behaviors. You have whether it's low income or high income, or your family structure, or any of these number of issues, and we identify exactly what solution is best for you. We don't want to go sit you through 3-hour therapy on a couch if that's not going to work.
The task force has announced a community survey for anyone in XTRA County to fill out and to help be a part of the solution. And I think that's the important part here is that it takes a lot more people than just the organization, the agencies do that. It takes a lot of mentors, people who can go and help those youth who may be seeking some sort of help and assistance like that. An outcry, if you will.
Yes.
So it's a good example there, and a lot of city leaders doing their part as well. And in Midland County, now the Sheriff's Office, in partnership with One Community USA, held its first ever Pathways to Hope graduation ceremony for inmates. First Alert 7's Luke Johnson was there, of course, and he got to show us what this program is all about.
Standing for helping offenders pursue excellence, Pathways to Hope brings local resources straight to the inmates.
Everything ranging from mental health, financial, resume building, to family nurturing. And what I try to do is bring the community into the jail to teach those.
Members of the Sheriff's Office, community leaders, and county judges all recognize the graduates one by one. Cruz says the 40-hour, one-week class brings a much-needed personal element, something way more effective than simply using PowerPoint presentations.
They don't need that. They need a personal story to be able to connect to. Once they connect to you, then you've got them because they know that you're genuine. And I think that's what we bring as Pathways to Hope, the team, the leadership is, we bring that genuine to them, that we're not just here to teach them a lesson, we're actually sharing life lessons with them.
Sheriff David Kreiner was visibly emotional speaking with the inmates, a testament to how passionate he is to help those who want to get on the right path.
We all make mistakes, and these guys have different consequences than I had in my life. We want to make them know that, hey, the leaders that were here today, they're here because they want to be here. They want to make you successful, and that's what we're here for, because that's what we're called to do, is to help one another.
With 9 graduates in total this first cycle, The Midland County Sheriff's Office is excited to join Rockwall and Tarrant counties to continue and spread the program across the state. For First Alert 7 News, I'm Luke Johnson.
I love this. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful idea, a wonderful program that they'll be able to use for these inmates to be able to want to do something, work towards that goal. And also as a good example, like Luke said, it's a very emotional time for the sheriff being a part of this program, reforming themselves. Overall, I think it's a great program. Both of those, what we talked about for our youth,
Yes.
setting up their foundation, but also for those who are already in that position, but also wanting to turn around everything after they were out of incarceration.
Yes, getting
So
back
good.
to normal routine, getting back to life after being incarcerated.
Absolutely. Why don't we turn now to, well, I'm kind of curious. So
We
there's
could
a,
take it.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
there's a
why not?
CBS News special report going on right now on CBS News. We won't pull it up. It's okay. But the Department of War, the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, is giving a briefing on the situation from Iran over the weekend, where the United States and Israel did a joint effort in striking Iran's cities, multiple locations all across the country, and took out of course, the leader of Iran, the supreme leader, the Ayatollah, was killed in these strikes, along with several other people, major figures in Iran. And those strikes do continue, but also proxy strikes continue as well via Iran through other countries as well, including Qatar and Saudi Arabia coming under attack as well. Western hotels in that area have been under attack, hit by missiles and drones. And so Department of War right now giving a briefing on this. It says Pentagon is giving an update on the war with Iran. That is what it's called now, the war with Iran at this point, because, of course, by the U.S. and Israel striking Iran, that is an act of war. So, of course, we'll have to see as that story develops. We'll continue to keep our eye on it as CBS News continues to bring us updates on that. But let's turn now to much lighter news here on Wake Up West Texas Extra, because that's what we enjoy doing here, is going back to our trivia question of the morning, which is, what year did Texas become a state? Oh, 1845 has taken the lead here, 67% of the vote. 1888 is not a good guess, y'all? Question mark, question mark. Curious. No, 1888, that looks like a very Texas number. There's almost a show named after, around that time. Right. Oh, wrong state. 1776 is also a big year.
It is.
Could it be Texas year?
No.
Yeah, probably not. But you never know. If you want to vote that, let us know what you think is the year Texas became a state. Today, by the way, happy Texas Independence Day, March 2nd of that year, whatever year it will be, was the year Texas gained its independence from Mexico after, of course, the Battle of the Alamo, the Battle of San Jacinto, the big one here, where, I don't want to get into the history of it, but, Santa Anna surrendered to Sam Houston, the whole thing. Do you know this history? Were you taught this?
No.
Do you know the story?
I mean, aside from
I'm about to get my history book
aside
on.
from very minimal, no.
You've heard, you do know the Alamo. Everyone knows
obviously
the Alamo.
everybody
Yes.
knows the Alamo.
Everyone knows the Alamo. We remember the Alamo.
But I mean, it's not.
It's not like a classic. We had to take a full class on
No,
Texas.
no,
You had Colorado class history.
no,
Oh, you didn't?
not really.
Do not all states do state history?
No.
I didn't realize
I
that.
was gonna say y'all
That's
are.
news to me. A different breed
We
here.
don't celebrate the day of Colorado becoming a state either. But no, we also don't have a Colorado pledge. Texas
Gladys, good morning to
is
you.
the state that does that.
Coming in with some answers in here. She's saying San Jacinto, 1845. Okay, that's her answer. Locking it in, Gladys. Thank you very much. Happy Texas Independence Day. If you're a transplant Texan, let us know in the comments. Sawyer is one as well. We want to make her feel welcome to Lone Star State.
Sure.
I made you feel welcome, right?
No.
I did not? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I would have.
I don't know. I'm just here.
Sawyer's just kind of vibing here in Texas.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Jacob's not a native. Jacob's a transplant Texan.
Technically, but also.
He's not a born Texan, but he is
No.
from here, as from the age of 3
I think it was 6.
or 6, maybe 6. He's a young Texan. He grew up here.
I'm texting. him.
But
Hold
he's
on.
one of those who, they're called a transplant Texan.
Actually, no.
Um,
Let me go to his bio.
I think
on our
back to the
website.
Bush family. They're from technically Maine and Northeast, the New England area. Gladys is a transplanted Texan. She said she wants.
Well, she's smarter than I am because I chose 1852.
There you go. That's okay. No, we don't know if that's the answer though. Gladys, that was locked in, though, I will say. Oh, my mic's falling out. Sorry. There's noise.
Well, I did choose 1852, and then
Which is a good guess.
afterward I said, I feel like it was earlier. And then I said, I think the Alamo was earlier, and that battle and all that.
Alamo was much earlier, yes.
So
quite a bit
then in
earlier.
my mind, I changed my answer. I didn't change my answer, but then I was like,
Oh,
well,
Gladys is giving more lore. She's from Puerto Rico
Ooh.
and moved to Texas from Ohio. That is awesome, Gladys. Thank you for sharing your story with
yes,
us.
thank you. We love having
Do you want to share anything else?
viewers interact.
I won't put you on the spot, Gladys.
Why
but
not?
I'm just curious. That's very fascinating.
We
How
love
you moved
having
from
viewers
Puerto
interact
Rico.
with us.
Yes, we do.
Very nice. It keeps us going, and we are kind of, well, I guess it's 7:30 now. I was going to say we are filling time, because usually we'd be going into our cutting on CBS 7, First Alert 7, but
The War Department's giving a briefing.
yes, so we had to fill some time.
We
But now we are
did.
back where we should be.
That's right. And also,
Well, we should probably take a break, actually, shouldn't we?
I guess so. Well, let's do that, because after the break, I wanted to take some time to tell you what I did over the weekend. And it was quite fun. Yeah, I had a great time. I'm bruised and battered from it. And I'll explain right after the break. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with us on this Monday, March 2nd. Another month is here, and we're ready to rock it, of course. We want you to also weigh in. We're seeing so many comments. Gladys is one of them. Thank you very much for sharing part of your story with us. Today's extra trivia, or this hour trivia, is what year did Texas become a state? Happy Texas Independence Day, by the way. March 2nd is Texas Day. Celebrate today by wearing your colors, a star, a flag pin, you name it. I might have to do that. I didn't bring my Texas flag pin. It's in my desk at home.
Nerd.
Let us know, I know. Let us know what year you think Texas became a state. Don't look it up because that's not very fun, is it? You want to know and find out right here on the show. Next question is, what is your favorite condiment on a burger? Mayo in the lead. Thank goodness, I like mayo.
I like mayo.
I like barbecue sauce sometimes with an onion ring, that kind of barbecue burger. It hits sometimes.
On most burgers, no. Yes.
On most burgers, no.
Like
Yeah.
some burgers.
Specialty.
Yeah, specialty burgers, whether it is like a Southwest burger or whatever.
That's kind of, the
a
thing. I'm
cowboy
looking-
burger.
Rodeo burger.
Yeah.
The Burger King.
I said cowboy burger. That has, onion rings or onion like straws on it. Maybe
So
some
good.
like fried jalapenos.
I shouldn't promote all this stuff, but so McDonald's has something like that right now. It's called an arch burger.
Okay.
And there's little crispy onions on it. So good.
It's okay. We're going to talk about Burger King later on the show. So.
That's true. We got to equal it out. That's right. Ketchup is probably on my list. Mayo and ketchup together.
You do love
what
ketchup.
a hit. What a hit. I love ketchup. Mustard, not so much. I will eat it with mustard. I'm not like say no, I won't have it. I won't do that with anything. There's nothing I won't put on my burgers or food or anything. Like tomatoes, I love tomatoes. Onions, pickles, you name it. Mustard is one of those. I will eat it. I just don't go to gravitate towards it.
I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, you do all. Yeah, Wendy's is a good example. That's exactly right. Put all of them.
I usually do. I like mustard, ketchup, and mayo.
Delicious for
And like
sure.
extra mayo.
Goodness gracious. Time now for some of our fun stories of the evening. The
evening.
morning. It is certainly not the evening, is
Sure.
it? It is definitely not the evening. It is the morning. And,
go.
Sawyer was asking me, what did you do over the weekend, Matthew? Well, Sawyer, I took part, as you can see, in the Permian Basin American Petroleum Institute's 2026 Sporting Clay Shoot at Windwalker Farms in Martin County out in Stanton.
Wow.
The Permian Basin chapter of the API provides scholarships to deserving students in the area. Do you find that interesting to look at?
No. Yeah,
don't
how'd you do,
ask
Matthew?
my score. Okay, first off, I was hoping you wouldn't have gone there. I was hoping you're just so infatuated by me holding a
That's all right.
shotgun.
It was our director's fault. Sorry.
Yes. So I wanted to show these videos. So guy named Gary, appreciate you, by the way. Doug, excuse me, not Gary. Gary was my other. Doug.
Wow. Good
Thank you.
job,
Sorry, Doug.
Matthew.
A guy named Doug, he's from San Angelo. He's out there shooting on my team. Well, he was on an adjacent team to us. At Windwalker Farm. He was helping me with my form because I've never shot a shotgun before this.
Yes, we've discussed this.
Never have.
Sawyer is an expert with a shotgun.
Also didn't know you needed a recoil pad. I have found that I won't show you, but I have a large bruise on my shoulder.
He wants to. I told him no, though.
Yeah, I was like, can I show my bruise? I'm like, no. She's like, no, that's not a good idea. I said, okay.
Please don't.
But you can see kind of after a while, I want to go back to the initial video. It'll probably loop again, I hope. Okay, this is the first one I did. Look how my form is. I'm back. He says you shouldn't be looking like you're leaning back.
No,
you want to lean
have
into
keep
the
it
gun.
tucked and
Lean in.
forward.
So he told me this is one of the last shoots I did after almost 100 rounds.
Plus, you had your shotgun way too, angled.
Angled,
in my
exactly.
opinion.
so this was one where I hit a true pair,
Oh, wow.
and I hit them both. It was one of my finer moments.
Yeah, see,
very
this
far and few
one,
between, by the
you're
way.
too loose. Your shotgun's kind of
It's just all over the place,
Exactly.
yes. And so that was my first time shooting. One of the first, probably the first 5 or 6.
No, yeah, he got back from shooting on Friday and was like, my shoulder hurts. I needed a recoil pad. And I said,
I still feel like I got beat up.
backpack, Matthew. You gotta
Yes.
have that backpack. You gotta have that shoulder strap on your backpack. More lore about Sawyer. I hunt. Haven't in a
Sawyer
while,
knows it, yeah.
But that's what we would always do. We would tuck the shotgun into our backpack strap because our straps, pretty on
It's
our packs
thick.
are pretty thick.
Yeah.
They're padded.
Which makes so
And
much
so
sense.
you would just tuck it straight into that strap.
You wouldn't get a bruise.
Or a jacket as well. We'd sometimes, if we needed to, bundle up a jacket or kind of ball it up and then.
I mean,
throw it
I can
against the
see
shoulder.
why. After 100 rounds I put through that gun.
Yeah, when you're hunting, luckily it's not 100 rounds.
Big shout out to Scott for letting me use his shotgun, by the way. An a Winchester over-under. Fantastic gun, by the way.
Nice.
Excellent barrel. I mean, it was a great gun to learn on, a good opportunity to learn. So I'm hooked, I hope. I love clay shooting now. I felt good about it. I will tell you my score, 17 out of 100. So I know.
Sorry.
We're having
Drew's like,
and
go
go to break. We're done. So yes, that is my true score.
My mother said something. Which is
She's an extra mayo, ketchup,
Oh, okay.
and mustard. Wow, she's saucy. Gladys. Glad it says mayo, ketchup, and barbecue.
Ooh.
That's also saucy. Goodness
That'd be good.
gracious. But yeah, so I had 17. Not great, but for the first time, I'll take it. It's a learning experience. I've learned from it. I have another shoot coming up as well, so I got to get
Matthew
practicing.
wants me to join one of his teams.
Well, because I'd like a higher score in the overall team. I brought I was the anchor on our team, truly. Yes, I'm an anchor, but I truly was an anchor on that team. I brought us down.
I mean, I haven't shot in a while, so honestly, I'd probably be terrible. However,
It'd be fun doing it together. though. That'd be nice.
however, first time ever I picked up a shotgun. I was 11, 12 years old. I don't know. I think you have to be 12 in Colorado, so probably 12. At least hunting wise.
For lawyer, whatever legal age is supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure it's 12 in Colorado.
That sounds right.
But anyway, it's like 5 a.m. We're on a river because we're duck hunting. I'm freezing. I don't want to be up. I'm exhausted. Shoot some, was it ducks? Knock down 3. First 3 shots, boom, 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 succession. My dad goes and gets them because we don't have dogs, so he would just.
So you have to go
wait
get him
and go
yourself.
get 'em.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, I'm done. Went to the truck, took a nap till the sun came up, and
You're
it
like,
was a
it's
little bit warmer.
it's too early.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done. And so I was a 3-shot wonder, and
You got 3, like in like 1, 2. So it's a semi-automatic then, right?
no,
Oh, okay.
you would just.
So that quick? Oh, you were that fast too? Wow. Because I was saying,
I mean, it was a
double shot,
big,
but it was wide.
gaggle of ducks.
But you're pretty
I
efficient
don't
though.
think it's called
Sounds like you're
gaggle, but
efficient.
yeah, and so anyway, but
That's good to know.
then I was done, and I was like, okay, got my 3 done for the day. I'm gonna go take a nap and sleep in the truck, and I did, and
Woke up later.
I was like, okay, I'm done. And then yeah, I woke up later, shot maybe like 2 or 3 more, and was like, I'm going home now.
You're like, that's it for me.
Yeah, the guys, it was my dad and a couple of his friends were still out there, and I was like, yeah, I'm napping. So.
Well, goodness. Good experience. So hopefully get many more in the future and hopefully taking you along as well. What was that?
It was a charger. It's
Oh, okay. It's like something fell. Well, look at this story. A philanthropist is trying to make sure students at one Oklahoma university have everything they need to land their first job or that big internship.
Ooh.
You're looking at Claudia's Career Closet, located on the Student Union on the campus of Oklahoma State University. Go Pokes. As the name suggests, students can select from a wide variety of professional clothing at no cost.
Wow.
Don't get mad at me. I had a coworker who would say that all the time. That's why I said
Yeah,
it.
she went to OSU.
Yes.
She may be watching.
I hope so.
Probably
This
not.
is your time.
It hasn't told us.
The program also provides career coaching for the students, by the way, and it was all made possible by the alumna who just wanted to give back to the university that she says gave her so much.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Professional clothing can be expensive, especially if it is suits and ties, as you know, Matthew.
Absolutely. Let me tell you.
And, college students usually don't have a ton of money.
No.
So it's nice to be able to go in there, get something for interviews, your first job, something like that, and for free.
Well, you hear it all through high school, all through college. You better dress for success. You got to dress how you want to, be perceived and all this. It's like, wow, I got to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking when I first started, wanting to get on air, I had to present myself in that manner. And so I was like, well, I was working with a Walmart, which looks fine, really, branded coat, whatever I had, very cheap stuff, and it did the part, did the job.
And now he gets very fancy stuff. I'm not going to say the cost, but it's very fancy. Custom suits, y'all.
They do look nice, though.
They do.
But you work your way up to those things.
it's also
You start
kind of
out
like-
somewhere, you make your way through.
Yes, but it's also kind of like, more cost, better quality, lasts long.
Well, that's the thing. It's an investment too.
Yes.
At some point, you realize, okay, this one's not going to hold up, but maybe I should get the more expensive one that'll last me years compared to some of the others. But this right here is a great example of getting them off on the right foot, starting off with, and that'll be something they turn back to and remember. Oh, because of this program here, this closet, he was able to snag that big internship or job that got him set up for him or her set up forever.
I'm getting on a small soapbox right now.
Oh, yes,
It's
please.
small. It's
I want
not
to hear
big.
it.
It's a small soapbox.
I look forward to this.
I've had people complain about me wearing the same 5 outfits before.
Which is that's something we should talk about.
Y'all, I don't get paid that much. So I'm going to wear the same 5 outfits if I want to, because they look good, they look professional, and I'm going to get my money's worth out of
We've
them.
talked about how women in particular are notice a lot more with their clothing.
He wears the same 5 outfits every week as well.
So do I.
You know why you don't notice? Because he switches up the tie. But even then, his ties are the same. He wore one on Friday. We had an interview of him. I was like, "That's the same tie." He said, "No, it's not." I said, "It's very
It's
similar."
very
now."
similar. I've
Looks
also- I
you're
like
wearing the
red.
same thing.
I like
Also,
red
I
and
think I
blue.
wore this on Friday as well. But it's
The point
clean.
being-
who cares? It's a nice looking shirt. Wearing it again.
A news anchor in Australia
Australia.
on a national Today show. It's the Today show in Australia.
Okay.
Wore the same shirt, tie, or no, it's a shirt
Oh, this is
and
a man.
coat.
Okay.
Shirt and coat. Switched only the tie
For like
for
a month.
a year.
Oh,
No one noticed, not once. No one in person, no one on air, no one on viewers,
no one in person? That's insane.
and no
Clearly
one.
they don't know
Well,
their
he was doing it
coworkers
to
that
show
well.
the standard between men and women.
It's good. Thank you.
He was showing the standard between that. So let me see what this says. Pam says, very similar to the colorful closets in Amarillo. They provide for ages newborn to 18 through the schools. At the college level, they provide through Amarillo College and West Texas A&M University.
Wow,
How great
that's
is that?
Awesome. Even for those who aren't necessarily looking for a job, but
Exactly.
from kiddos.
We do have programs locally that also provide this. I'm looking off camera. I was looking at the CBS News special report. I'm keeping an eye on it in case something happens.
Yes.
You never know right now. That we do have programs that do things like that. I know they do also prom or homecoming dresses and gowns, because those are also outlandishly expensive
Yeah, I have a
for
couple
a
of
one-time
events
use.
coming up, like weddings and whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to get a dress.
Like you hate to get something
Yeah,
like you're going to
I'm
wear
like, I
one
don't wanna get
time.
a dress.
Yes, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true.
awesome.
But great programs there. Pam, thank you very much for pointing
Yes,
that out.
thank you.
And thank you for pointing that out as well for the
Sorry,
news
I
business.
just wanted to get on my soapbox, but yeah, that's
It's a good
insane
point.
that nobody even in person noticed. I would notice because clearly I was like, Matthew, you wore that
You
on
pay
Friday.
really close attention. You're not in a bad way.
Yes,
You just
I
like
pick
notice
up on
things. Mm-hmm.
very small things. I'm very observant.
You're a clairvoyant.
Something is no, I'm not clairvoyant. Well, technically I am. I'm a meteorologist, so I do predict the future.
You're a mediumologist.
Anyway,
Anyway.
But no, I pick up on very small things. You know, if somebody gets a haircut, I'm like one of the first people to notice, even if it's a very slight
You
shift.
do,
I'm like,
and-
Matthew, did you get your haircut? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Or
And,
Jacob.
and you know my hair, for those who know me for any amount of time, it doesn't change much. You notice the smallest little thing.
I do. I'm very, very observant, really with everybody and everything around here. I'm like, oh, somebody's car isn't in the parking lot. Why?
Like, oh,
That's weird.
I don't know.
Where are they?
That's
are they
true.
Working?
You are very
they off?
observant.
Are they on a different shift?
but are you observant enough to notice the difference between a normal bun and a premium bun on the new Whopper? Burger
Sure.
King is giving them a makeover because of it, swear. The first one in nearly a decade. I want to know what the last makeover was because I don't know what they're talking about. They're going to be tweaking the bun, mayo, and packaging after customer complaints. I want to say after customers complained is what I want to say. Thursday, the chain said the Whopper will now come on a premium bun with creamier mayo and will serve in a clamshell box. There it is right there, instead of that paper wrapping we normally get, which I actually don't mind too much. The changes come after years of complaints about smash burgers that were falling apart when they opened them. The revamped burger is rolling out this week to more than 7,000 restaurants across the country. The company said it was careful not to go too far and offend Whopper fanatics who are true to the brand. For example, the beef patty will still be the exact same. The upgraded burger is actually going to cost franchisees more, but not us. Burger King says they will not be raising the prices. Hold them to it. Instead, the chain is betting the updates will bring customers back.
I do love a good Whopper. This is a burger that I do love, like extra mayo on. And they're
Creamy.
usually pretty good at like doing, decent amounts of mayo. As I'm talking, I'm gonna.
They have
Send this back over to you.
sometimes to a fault, but most of the time, yes, very nice and creamy.
But yes, what does an upgraded bun mean? Obviously, that one looks like we joked about it earlier. It looks like it got
Spray
a summer
tan,
tan or
yes.
a spray tan. It looks a little bit crispier, a little bit wider, I guess. Sometimes I've mentioned or I talked about this. They're a little bit dry, so maybe it's not going to be as dry.
Their
Maybe a little
buns
bit
are
more,
kinda
like,
dry.
buttery. I don't know.
There's another place that I love and also has the bun is just a little bit not up to par.
Yeah, the rest of it is fine. But yeah, especially
Kinda
like
the
if you
same
get to
thing,
like
yeah.
the end and it's just like the bun and maybe like a little bit, it's just like I can't even.
You can just leave the bread. Yeah, I do the same
because
thing.
It's so dry. But anyway, we do love our Whoppers. We love eating Whoppers at like 7 a.m. because we're weird. We love a good breakfast Whopper, and you can get a breakfast Whopper.
And thank you, by the way, for offering it's called Burger for Breakfast on their menu. I appreciate that they offer that.
Oh, I didn't know.
At the top, at the drive-thru it is.
Oh,
it says
okay.
Burger for Breakfast.
Yes.
Love that.
We love a good burger for breakfast.
That we do.
And we might need to try these on Wake Up West Texas Extra because why not? And
That's a
what
good
we do now.
idea.
We just eat
Very
food.
Lauren Munt of you.
Yes.
Good idea.
We'll have to do it next week though, when both she and I are
Yeah,
back.
that way she's back, yeah.
And I'm back.
She's like our food runner.
Our food correspondent.
Yes, exactly. All right, sir. Well, let's head to the rodeo. It's not actually from a rodeo store, just kidding. It's from the state road in Florida, just a random road where a roe cow was on the move last week. Watch as police handle traffic until the animal's owner rides up on a horse, like a knight in shining armor. Then he comes with the rodeo skills. The owner lassos the cow with utterly remarkable finesse.
This does look like Texas, not
Very Texas,
Florida.
not so much Florida. I'm waiting for the python to come out of the woods. Burmese over there. Wow, look at this. This is like at a movie. I want the dash cam from that front camera, that front car.
yeah. I feel like we're too far away.
Oh,
And
this
he's
is
in
why
the
they didn't give
shade.
it. Good for him.
Nice.
Incredible.
Crazy. Florida.
People don't realize, yeah, I think there's quite a lot of cattle farms in Florida. In fact, President Trump is speaking in Florida, I want to say today or tomorrow, on the dairy industry and the cattle industry. Isn't that
I'm
fascinating?
assuming like north.
Oh, yeah,
Florida.
probably Panhandle, because it's
Like north-
southern, it's essentially southern Georgia and Alabama.
Well, I guess if it's north. Yeah. I don't know. Intriguing though. Yeah. odd that
Fascinating stuff.
This definitely looks like a West Texas road. Like
It's flat,
Monahans, Pecos.
a little bit more
More
brush.
trees.
Yeah,
But this looks like could be one of our roads. Probably
Definitely.
just as hot out there too.
100%, 100%. Well, NASA's adding another step to its historic moon landing mission. Take it how you want. You know, some people are kind of upset about it. Space Agency has announced that there will be an additional crewed test before they even try to land on the moon. Artemis 3 was the mission previously used to refer to the moon landing, but now it's going to be an entirely different mission. It will involve launching a crewed NASA capsule, so they will be on the ship to Earth's orbit to dock with a prototype lunar lander. They're going to make sure it docks properly with the lander. People don't realize the lander is a whole separate vehicle. That's not the vehicle they're in. It's got to meet up there with them. The space agency hopes that Artemis 3 will get off the ground next year. The moon landing mission will now be referred to as Artemis 4. That's the big one. It's kind of like our Apollo 11.
They had 10 other
Yeah.
launches beforehand.
Right, he had like so many launches beforehand. It is still slated for 2028, so that's good, very soon. Meanwhile, NASA is still trying to get Artemis 2 off the ground, the mission to take 4 astronauts on a test flight around the dark side of the moon, which was supposed to launch last month, but now, due to a series of delays, it won't launch until next month at the absolute earliest. So it's not looking fantastic on the timeline. People they've really been sounding off on social media. What's new, right? Saying that, you know, NASA just continues to, I don't even want to share this on, it's so rude, kind of. Because NASA's doing good work.
Well, you started it.
I
feel
know,
like
I
you
can't, now I have to finish it. So
now.
they were putting a comment like, NASA stands for never a straight answer, like kind of things like that. No, but I think people don't realize these are humans that are
I was
putting
gonna
on
say,
these
you
rockets.
want to have the ultimate, you know, vote of confidence in safety.
Maybe we should get that guy who commented and put him on it.
That's how I feel sometimes with some of our commenters.
Straight to the moon.
Anyway,
But yeah, so they have to be careful. I mean, there's a lot at stake here and a lot of money too, not to mention.
well, and
So
we've seen,
take
you
your
know,
time.
when
Take
issues
until.
happen.
And what's it? Just because we're so interested in the immediate gratification of things, we
Well,
know
it's
the
also
Artemis
not a
program's
race
happening.
anymore,
No,
you
it's
know,
no
and
race.
Back when we had the initial moon landing and whatever,
And we like
it
the
was a
pride of
race.
it and all that. We like to be back
we're
to the
not
moon.
racing, we're
But we
just-
kind of want all the others to join in too, because it could be cheaper if we all work together, privatize the space industry. I could go on the whole thing about it. But instead of us just doing it by ourselves, maybe we would bring in EASA and all the other organizations who work along with them. Fascinating stuff there with NASA. We'll keep you posted on that, of course. We're coming up to a Wake Up West Texas News and Weather update. I'm pretty sure we will get to this because the Department of War Secretary Pete Hegseth has wrapped up his press conference. They gave an update on the situation with Iran over the weekend, where the United States and Israel coordinated a large-scale attack on the country of Iran, the nation of Iran, killing the Ayatollah, the supreme leader of Iran. So a lot of backlash and, of course, a lot of political waves made with that, but also instability. It destabilized a lot of the region there currently with proxy nations and whatnot. But we'll have to see how that continues to unfold. But again, we're about 2 minutes out still from our news and weather update for local headlines here at home. Some of the other ones that we won't get to in this one particularly, but one that happened over the weekend was, of course, not over the weekend, it was on Friday, the massive teen fight at Midland Park Mall.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting afternoon
Shocking
on Friday. We got multiple
video.
reports of gunshots at different places and fights, and stuff like that.
Shocking video. I mean, the reports initially apparently were 50 to 60 teens. The video I could see with my own eyes looked like maybe 12-ish. So I'm not sure where all those numbers have come from. Maybe there was some earlier that were in addition to, but those kind of things are, we're covering closely. We're checking for updates on those. But that's one of the headlines that we'll get you a little bit later in our show as well. But in the meantime, we also are going to be talking about a few traffic alerts that are happening across the area. It's mostly lane closures, nothing too much. The most significant being in downtown Odessa. Big project going on there. That is where they're going to be building the new courthouse building. Moving the post office away from there, but also adding the XTRA County Library as well. A big complex, the green space. There's going to be a lot to come in downtown Odessa over the next few years. So we'll have an update on the traffic closure in that area because it's going to be right on that main street, right adjacent to the XTRA County Courthouse. So again, thanks for streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We've had a great time. We're going to have the answer to the question, what year did Texas gain its independence? By the way, today is Happy Texas Independence Day. We're happy to celebrate it here, of course, in the Lone Star State. We'll have the answer on what year that was. So don't look it up because we want you to know right here on our show, right after the quick break, after this news and weather update. So stay with us. Welcome back to Wake Up West Texas Extra. We will not be going to a news and weather update. Turns out CBS News is going to hold on to their special report. So that gives us time to be back with you a little bit longer than we normally would. So let's get to what I promised you we would get to and go to the trivia question of the hour, which was, what year did Texas gain its independence and become a state? I say independence like it was and what year did it become a state? That's more of the question. The answer is 1845. 60% of you were correct. One of you chose 1888, or a couple of you, 20%. And Sawyer chose 1852, which you were so close, but no cigar.
Well, like I said, that's what I initially chose, and then after I thought about it,
you actually did want to shift.
I wanted to change my answer to 1845. However, I stuck with my answer on the poll just because got to stick with that first gut feeling.
Happy Texas Day.
But I'm also not from Texas.
Yeah, of course.
That's you. So,
yes.
I mean, we talked about the Alamo in school, of course, but I've been out of high school for
a decade.
Like 8-9 years at this point, for one.
I guess it's a decade for me now.
Yeah, it's a decade for you.
Goodness. Where's the time go?
I guess it's been like 8 years for me. But, and then obviously in college we didn't really touch on that because I took more science and math than anything. And then, we didn't really touch on much of
anything from there on that.
No, and so it's been a while since, I've been out of school. So
right.
Plus we didn't learn as much on Texas history as you all did, obviously.
We had a whole class, a whole year.
In Texas.
That's
because
right.
I was in Colorado. So, good guess for me choosing 1852 initially, and then thinking about it a little bit more and then going with 1845, but oh well.
God bless Texas. Let's look at our next hour of trivia. Which U.S. state has the longest coastline?
A lot of people have voted on this.
I don't remember the answer to this one, but I'm not going to vote on it because I do know the answer, I think, if I remember correctly. But it surprised me. So you want to find out, think about it. Look at a map. Don't look it up, though. Just look at the map and think what you think.
Though.
I want to know what you think, Sawyer.
Well, it depends.
Don't get too technical.
Alaska's huge. So
it is our largest state.
Yes. And it's pretty much all surrounded by ocean, aside from the one little bit that is connected to Canada.
Yes. Yukon.
Florida has coastline on both sides, though, technically.
All the way. It's a peninsula.
Yes,
it's all three sides.
So it's boom, boom, boom.
That's a huge amount of water.
I just drew in the air.
So that one kind of gives a lot of it. Yes. Florida's kind of a different kind of answer because it's kind of.
However, but also, I almost said Australia. Australia, yes, of course, Australia. No, Alaska is also 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Overall, I mean, it's not like a.
Not the north side, right?
Oh no, because the north side's into like.
The Arctic and all
Yeah.
that, like in Canada. So not really. Texas is a good answer because we are a massive state as well.
Yes, but
We
it's
have
not the full
Galveston,
thing of
South Padre. No, it's just the
Texas.
Gulf Coast.
Yes.
That's true.
And then,
Maine has quite a long coast as well. These are all great answers.
so Maine isn't a
I'll
really
put them in
big
myself.
state to begin with.
No, it's a small state.
And then California's a big state.
That's a
And it
long
is,
coastline.
yeah.
Highway 1.
So, I don't know. I'm feeling Florida.
To me, yes. I mean,
Well, you know the answer, Matthew.
oh, yes. I mean, I don't know. You to pick what you want.
Well, like I said,
It makes total sense,
is
though, but
this-
I
is
want.
this
I mean,
getting
I just want to discuss it
philosophical
with
now?
you.
Because yeah, Florida is like it's a big state, but it's not like huge. But it's
But it's
literally boom, boom,
completely.
boom.
It's our water state, essentially.
Yeah. But does that
Does that translate to coastline?
coastline?
I will look it up when I remember.
Well, I'm going to choose Florida because why not? And nobody else has chosen it.
That's true.
So.
We'll come back in 1 hour. We're going to check in, of course, throughout the show, but we'll give you an answer right before we wrap up the broadcast at 9 a.m. to be able to get in on that. We have several other polls we want to get to as well. The next one being, what is your, let's skip that one. We'll come back to that one a little bit. Do you clap when you land in an airplane? Are you one of those folks that is so nice, you get up and just, as soon as it touches down and everyone just turns around and stares at you? I don't do that, by the way. I don't.
Good news is most of our viewers don't.
No. After a rough flight, though, I could see that. Like, you see the pilots working so hard, you had a misapproach maybe, or they went through a storm, and you know they're working. You can tell they put their hours in and whatnot. You can tell they worked hard. They didn't come out to use the bathroom or anything.
The plane wasn't just on autopilot.
That's
y'all.
right.
The pilot was putting in the work.
Put in the work. That's when you clap for them because we appreciate you getting us back on the ground.
That's what I voted. You know, sometimes, especially if the flight is like especially rough, yeah, you gotta make them feel appreciated.
I feel like a lot of my flights are rough that I go on. Absolutely every time it feels like. The first one I brought my mom on. Of course. I'm like, she's so nervous. Like, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. No, it was not. It was very windy, very bumpy. It was really bad.
Well, and yeah, I mean, we do get obviously the strong winds out here over these next couple of months, and there's nothing out here to block those winds because it's just flat and dirt. And so you're approaching and there's a wall of dirt and you're like, are we going to hit the ground? I don't know.
You hope, I mean, they know what they're doing. That's the thing. That's when you clap. That's when the clapping's for. I want to tell a story now.
Oh.
So, I don't know. I just wanted to be on the record or on here so viewers can know the story as well. Because I tell it to people I meet in person, but I want to tell you who's watching here.
Do I know this story?
It's my first flight story. That's all it is.
I don't know if I know
And
this
I
story,
want to, maybe you can share yours.
But okay.
May 13th or 14th, 2019. May 2019. I was 21 years old.
That's crazy.
And I was covering the Permian Basin honor flight with Jay Hendricks. And that actually, I had, up to that point, never had stepped foot on an airplane, never had gone on a flight, never have left Texas. That was the mission of many firsts for me, was the 2019 May Permian Basin honor flight. I had been asked to cover it as a reporter, along with Jay Hendricks. I was already on Wake Up West Texas at that time. So that was already a few months into my tenure here on Wake Up West Texas. You probably remember if you were a viewer at the time. And so I was out. I went to Washington, D.C. I said, okay, I'm going to fly. This is it. Because I needed that push to kind of get me to fly, which is you got to go for work. And so that was kind of what I needed to go. So in the banquet the night before, they do a send-off dinner the night before you go on an honor flight. And Jay's emceeing it. And of course, he has this room full of people, and he's like, by the
Brings
way.
it up that you've never been on a plane?
Yes, he's by the way, y'all.
To a lot of these people who were in the military.
Yes,
and probably
and
were
have
on insane planes back
well,
in.
in different situations. And so he's like, by the way, this is his first flight. I'm not really that nervous. I'm just really not that nervous. I wasn't like, I just don't know what to, you know, I kind of understand airplanes and all that. But I was a little nervous. And he has all these people looking at me, all the veterans and everything. Everyone's just looking at me like, watching me essentially, my reaction. I'm like, well, I think it'll be all right. Well, you know, I don't know. So then the next day comes,
Did you have,
Very
like,
little sleep.
terrible-
I was a little nervous because it's kind of stressful. I didn't know how TSA were. I don't know how to get the tickets. I don't know any of this. I'd almost never been to an airport.
Oh boy.
So I knew nothing. It's like, and so Jay's, it's like I'm like a toddler, as he's being like helping me through, trying to teach me like ways of the airport. Never had gone through TSA, taken off your shoes, the whole thing. I didn't have pre-check.
You don't have to do that now.
You don't?
No. They changed that last March, April.
Oh, didn't know
You don't
that.
have to take off your shoes at TSA.
Excellent. That's
Yes,
good news.
even if you don't have
I
pre-check.
always hate walking not barefoot, but in your socks on the darn
Yeah, it is weird.
at the airport.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
But yes, and so we get up there, and now we're on the plane. The best part, the reason I want to tell the story is how lucky I am, how fortunate I am to be in this position, where the entire Southwest jet is our plane. It's a private plane, a full plane. They leave when you want to leave. They go and come when you want to go. And so that experience helped me a lot. But at the same time, we were on the plane, loaded up, ready to go, going taxiing towards the runway.
Are they all staring
Jay's
at
like, "Are
you?"
you ready? Are you ready?" And then everyone is staring at me around. They're like, one of them was like, "You think this is bad? Imagine flying over, at a war zone or, that these have been shot at."
Yes.
And I'm over here worried about our Southwest private, chartered airplane taking us to DC.
That's
and so
hilarious. I've never heard that story, actually.
it's
That's funny.
from an interesting perspective. I'm just thinking about the perspective, how lucky I am that was my first flight. It was a controlled environment. Everybody was kind of there doing the same thing. We're
So
all
how was your first flight not on the honor flight?
good. I mean, after that, it kind of made sense. Like, yeah, the first time after that was to Atlanta. So I flew from here to Houston, but I brought my friend, though, along with me. Does that count? My first solo
Oh,
flight.
it's always fun.
I can't think of my first solo
Have you
flight.
taken a solo flight?
Oh, many times, yes.
Oh, okay.
I've flown probably 30, 40 times since then.
Oh, wow.
Like, I've flown many times. It opened the doors for me. I truly have.
World traveler.
I have world traveler.
Not
I
world
have
traveler.
been.
He's not been out
I would
of the
say I've
US
been to
yet.
Texas mostly, mostly to Dallas, Austin, Houston.
Flight to Dallas from here is.
It's
I don't think
brief.
it counts.
It's 45
40
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
You take off, you land.
But I've been to Oklahoma City. I've been, around DC 3 times at least. Yep, 1, 2, 3. The State of the Union was the last time.
Wow.
But anyways, those were all. Some of those were solos. Like on the way home from the State of the Union, where Jay and I had come, I was alone.
Didn't Jay Hendricks miss his flight?
No, he had to go
Oh,
somewhere
okay. I
else.
thought
We
he missed
split.
his
We
flight.
part ways. But yes, no, I've been on plenty of solo flights since. I can't remember the first one though. But yes, kind of. I guess I was hyper focused. I don't remember. But that was my first flight experience. Was to the honor flight in Washington D.C. What a cool experience. And again, just to it's coming up here soon in May. It just reminded me of that, and just wanted to share that
I
story.
want to go on the honor flight.
You should. I think you would enjoy it. It's an experience that's it's interesting getting to cover the veterans, going to see the memorials built in their honor. But goodness, I have to say, it's quite the experience, especially at the Vietnam Wall, which kind of takes me to our next point this morning that I do want to talk about, as we take some time to remember a local Vietnam veteran. We're going to take time to remember Vaughn Martin, Lieutenant Colonel Vaughn Martin of Big Spring. He passed away yesterday, according to his son. He's survived by his wife of over 70 years, Helen. The two raised a family of 4 children. Martin grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and he didn't expect himself, he told me, to find himself here in West Texas, but his call to service led him to join the Air Force, and that eventually brought him to serve at Webb Air Force Base, which was in Big Spring at the time.
Oh.
There, he trained students to fly T-33 jet aircraft, which is right there next to him. Wow. I met Vaughn back in 2023 during the 10th mission of the Pershing Base on our flight in Washington, D.C. I actually spoke to him at the Vietnam Memorial Wall after he got to go through and see that. I wanted his experience on that, and that's the first time I met him. Wow. Well, later on, I thought of him when I was coming up with the story idea for our Veterans Day special, and I said, you know what, I remember Vaughn Martin. He's an interesting character, someone who's been there, done that. He's kind of had those wonderful experiences, also a big family man, a West Texan, even though he's from Dallas. And so we reflected on his life and service at the Hangar 25 Air Museum, which is what you just saw right there. All those jets right there, that's in Big Spring. Lieutenant Colonel Vaughn Martin was 91 years old, and I'm so glad I had the pleasure to talk with him and tell just a part of his story a few years ago. I even attended, as you saw, a picture of him and his wife and I at his 90th birthday party in 2024. But his son did share, yes, that he did pass away yesterday. at home. And so it was incredible meeting him. You can see that jet. That jet has his name on it,
Wow,
actually,
that's
right next to him.
awesome.
Isn't that great? Just the experience he had, training all of those pilots that went through Webb Air Force Base. He was there himself. He's a very animated guy. He likes telling the stories. That's him back when.
I love that.
Just incredible. Hearing veteran stories in general is incredible. And that's part of what the Honor Flight is. You make these kind of connections with folks you otherwise would probably never run into.
Yeah, and we have a ton of, obviously, museums or memorials out here for veterans. Obviously, the one in Midland, the one in Big Spring as well. I'm kind of sad I haven't been out there because I do love planes and history and,
Oh, yes.
and stuff like that. But definitely remembering the life of Von Martin.
Yes, we appreciate his family, of course, for reaching out and letting us know. And so glad we have that. You can find Von's story. I'll share it later, here in a little while on my Facebook page. His story, just type in Von Martin, CBS 7, and you'll be able to find that story I did back in 2024. Wow. Incredible. But yeah, wonderful man there. We do appreciate his service to this country. We thank him very much for that. And our condolences go out to his family. Of course, Helen, by the way, as well. Let's turn now to news across the nation this morning that we're following. It's a busy one as the news from the Pentagon's coming out just moments ago. 3 American servicemen were killed in action. At least 5 more were injured in the first day of the U.S. military campaign against Iran. That's among many other stories from Jesse Mitchell in today's Top Stories.
The Pentagon has announced the first casualties of the U.S. military campaign in Iran. 3 servicemen based in Kuwait were killed in action, and at least 5 more were injured in the first day of Operation Epic Fury. On Sunday, President Trump offered condolences to the families of the servicemen killed and noted there will likely be more casualties as the military campaign continues. In response to ongoing U.S. and Israeli airstrikes, Iran fired missiles on a number of U.S. allies in the Middle East over the weekend. On Sunday, an Iranian missile struck a synagogue in Israel, killing at least 9 people. Several cities throughout the United Arab Emirates were also targeted, including Dubai, where a luxury hotel was struck late Saturday. And the FBI is investigating a shooting outside a bar in Austin, Texas, as a potential act of terrorism. According to sources familiar with the investigation, the gunman, who injured 14 and killed 2 people early Sunday before being killed by police, was wearing a sweatshirt that said, "Property of Allah." Sources told CBS News a copy of the Quran was found in the gunman's vehicle. Those are some of the day's top stories. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News, New York.
All right, good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Here's a look at those temperatures as we do start off the day, ranging from the 40s to the 60s across the region this morning. 51 currently in Midland, 52 here in Odessa. And here's a look at those winds as we do start off the day, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. We are hanging on to mostly sunny skies and quiet conditions across the region as well. And that will be the trend overall as we head through the day. We're looking to see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies heading through today, but quiet conditions, a little bit more clearing coming up this afternoon and evening. Mostly clear skies overnight heading into Tuesday, where we are looking to see partly cloudy skies once again coming up tomorrow, and a little bit breezy with the passage of a cold front expected on Wednesday. Temperatures are going to warm up nicely today with highs ranging anywhere from the 70s across northern portions of the Permian Basin to the 90s for far southern portions of the area. We are looking at a high of about 85 today for the Midland Odessa area, 88 for Pecos and Monahans, 90 for Fort Stockton, 97 for Presidio. And winds through today anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Like I mentioned, a little bit cooler across northern portions of the region. 79 for Andrews and Hobbs today, 83 for Carlsbad, 90 for Van Horn. So we are looking to see those temperatures ranging from the 70s to the upper 90s. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10-day forecast, where we are going to see those highs even warmer heading into Tuesday. We are looking to currently tie the record for Midland International Air and Spaceport coming up tomorrow, where the record is 89 degrees. The forecast is 89 as well. A little bit breezy tomorrow ahead of that front on Wednesday, cooling things down for just a day. Then temperatures right back up in the 80s Thursday and Friday, ahead of even more changes into the weekend. We are looking to see rain chances starting Wednesday, continuing throughout the rest of the work week and into the weekend, but the potential for some severe weather as well. But overall, still going to be rather warm as we continue throughout the majority of the next 10 days.
Hello, we're back to Wake Up West Texas Extra on this Monday morning, March 2nd, and we're feeling pretty good out here because things are moving along smoothly on this morning. We were just taking some time earlier to get a check of the forecast. Thank you for that, by the way. But we also want to take us with you wherever you go. You can watch us on anywhere you go, social media platforms, you name it. Download our app. It's free in the Apple App Store, Google Play, but you can also download it on your connected TV as well. We also want to talk about Texas Day. It is Texas Independence Day. Happy Texas Day to you. Did you know that you're supposed to give a yellow rose to someone you like?
You didn't know this?
Actually, I made that. I think that last part was wrong.
I think it's just in general.
I think that I'm thinking
but
of something
okay.
else. You just give it to a friend.
That's Valentine's Day, but whatever.
That is Valentine's Day. You're right. I learned that from Jay Hendricks.
I was gonna say you didn't know that. Jay literally.
Jay
just
Hendricks
told
told me that. So yes, I'm taking credit for Jay's knowledge there. I didn't know that at all. The yellow rose sounds fine. Sounds like a proper idea. You'd figure it would be a bluebonnet, but you actually can't just go and pick those.
No, they're protected.
They're protected. Mary says good morning.
Good morning.
And hello.
Mary.
I would give you a yellow rose for watching, but imagine there's one there. Can I put one in the comments?
Say, do we have
Yellow
fake yellow roses somewhere?
Rose.
I don't think we have yellow roses on the Facebook.
There's a red rose.
There's a
They don't
red
have a
rose,
yellow
no.
rose? Oh.
There's not.
I typed in yellow and put a rose next to it.
Nerd.
And I'm sending that to Jacob and everyone who's watching right now.
Hi, Jacob.
Take my rose. Happy Texas Day.
Sure.
Goodness gracious. Well, I have to tell you this morning, we have quite a few polls we want to get to because I've come up with several of them. The next one is, do you like daylight saving time? Excuse me, I pushed the wrong button. This is why Carlos operates this,
You
and not me.
exited out.
How do you push this? Haha. Oh, the wrong one.
You're on class.
I'm
with
sorry.
Plainlands.
We need him back.
We do.
It's
He's
unhinged.
enjoying some time off for his birthday.
Happy birthday, Carlos.
Yes, happy birthday, Carlos.
We'll have him on Extra tomorrow to talk about his
will.
birthday. Do you like daylight saving time, Sawyer?
No,
Okay.
which
I
most
mean,
people don't.
I wonder if I should have put an answer like kinda. It depends. Brooks Landgraf. Oh, look what he sent me.
It's not a rose. That's like a daisy, but okay.
Jacob, she says that's not a yellow rose.
I guess it's not a daisy either because it's yellow. Daisies are white, I believe.
Thank you for your flowers, though. That's very kind.
Nerds.
Yeah, gotta love the Texas Day. Yes, I have to say it's kind of one of those things because us night folks, we like to go to bed. 7 p.m. is like already kind of late for us, and that's when the sun is blaring when it's daylight saving time, or when it's standard time. We're going back to daylight standard time.
No, we're going to.
Or are we going to saving now?
I think we're going to.
Let's find out so we don't lie to anyone.
We're going to CDT, I believe.
Oh.
Because obviously we're starting daylight time. We're on standard time right now.
Oh, you're correct. We are on standard time right now. We are going into daylight saving time. It's been observed for the last 117 years and it's 240 days long. It's most of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like when we're on standard time flies by as opposed to being on daylight time. It feels like forever.
Wow.
Because we switch in like November?
November, first week of November,
And
first
then
Sunday.
we changed back in March. Like that's what, November, December, January, February,
It's such
March.
it's
5 months?
essentially just winter and maybe a touch of fall.
Yeah.
So it's almost, I see why we might as well just stay with DST. Why Brooks is putting those proposals, just stay on the same time.
No, if we change it, we're not going to be on daylight saving at all. We're going to be on standard.
It'll just be standard, but
The whole
essentially, well, which one would we pick then? Is that something
It would
we'd
be
have
on
to ask?
standard.
Or would it be on saving? Why would we stay forward?
No, we wouldn't stay on daylight time. You would get rid of daylight saving time.
I must now go. He says, I must now go close the live stream to go vote on the poll. But you can, we're now asking you you can comment. You don't have to leave the live stream.
Jacob, I think you should bring us yellow roses, please.
And kolaches.
And breakfast,
That's very
yes.
Texas, is kolaches.
It's really not, but okay.
Texas? Kolaches are the Texas thing.
I mean, yes, but also no. They are. I mean, yes, there is a huge Czech
It's
population.
Chechen,
out
but
here.
it's actually Texan.
And
Kolaches are the
technically,
most.
they're not even kolaches. What we eat.
That is true. The kolaches are a dessert, but in Texas, when you speak Texan, it's kolache.
What
Kind of like
we
when you say
eat
oil.
and call. Do y'all say oil weird?
I've been told, yes. But if you slow down, you can say oil. Say it with me. Oil.
I'm so confused right
How
now.
do you say it?
Oil.
That's kind of suspicious. Oil. Yeah, there we go.
I'm so confused. Texas perplexes me sometimes.
Lizard.
Lizard.
A lizard is very Texas as well.
Did Jacob put lizard?
He did.
Do you not know the lizard? Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Yeah, he keeps putting it. What is he doing?
It's a meme thing.
Oh,
I'll
great.
have to show you later. Anyway.
Well, we're coming up to a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update, but we do have another poll as well. What is your favorite condiment on a burger?
As we're talking about this, you need to update the cut-in, sir. Just an FYI.
You're right.
We talked about this. We talked about burgers because Burger King is revamping their Whopper for the first time in a while.
A decade, apparently. And I don't remember what the last revamp was.
And I tried to Google it, and it
There's
wouldn't
nothing?
tell me. No. So I chose mayo, and most people are in agreement. 68% say mayo. Mustard and ketchup are 16%. Nobody says barbecue sauce, at least on the poll. I know somebody in our comments earlier said barbecue sauce, and nobody says dry. Matthew, you said your brother likes his burgers and sandwiches.
Plain, dry, nothing. Just the meat in the bun.
Oh, like he doesn't even like toppings.
Nada.
Ew.
Like dry, so I know.
Is he okay?
No. He's probably has some sort of like deficiency for
little
all I
weird.
know. I don't know.
I love mayo.
Jacob
on, like,
says mustard, by the way.
he would.
He did leave and come back, by the way. So we appreciate you doing double duty there.
Thank you for rejoining us. Watch him be in his office watching us. He probably isn't.
No, he would just walk over here. All right, I'm putting it in.
All right, yes. I'm glad I could remind you about that. We also have another poll on the page. We probably won't go to it because Matthew's multitasking
Sorry.
right now.
Okay, I'm
Do you
going
clap
back.
when the plane lands? Are you one of those people? Nobody says yes, so that's good. At least not
If you are,
straight
that's
yes.
okay. I mean, be proud. Don't hide. Like, be proud of who you are. That's okay if you clap, because, I mean, that's nice. If I was the pilot, I would want somebody clapping for me.
Can you clap when I finish my weather?
Do you really want me to do that? Yes. Be careful with what you wish for.
Not
You're going to
during
have
the-
Sawyer and I with, Jacob and I with those.
The clappers?
The clappers
You
and
had
the
one of those at one point. Where'd
pom-poms.
it go?
Someone probably stole
You
it.
had a clapper.
Those are very popular in the newsroom.
I was just saying, yeah, we used to have one, and you used to have it at the desk. I don't remember.
We got to cheer on Jay Hendricks. Goodness gracious. Well, thanks for joining us here on Extra. There is still a lot more to come this morning. We have over a half hour. We have the answer to our Wake Up West Texas trivia, which I will tell you briefly is, which U.S. state has the longest coastline? Don't look it up. Just guess. There are several answers. You can go to firstalert7.com/vote to let us know. But here and now is a news and weather update.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 8:25 on this Monday, March 2nd. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRoy for a check of the forecast starting off the month of March. Happy March.
Yeah, happy March, Matthew. Here's a look at those first alert weather headlines as we do start off the day. It is a warm start to the week with changes on the way as we head through the week and closer to the weekend, with rain and storm chances increasing and temperatures looking to decrease. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Odessa this morning. Blue skies, sunshine, a nice start to the day. Temperatures currently ranging from the 40s to the 60s, 51 in Midland, 52 here in Odessa. Winds currently anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And like I mentioned, we are starting off the day with lots of blue sky and sunshine, a few clouds out there, but definitely a nice start to the day. Temperatures are going to warm up nicely into the 70s, 80s, and even a few 90s as well by this afternoon and evening. 85 for Midland and Odessa, 88 for Pecos and Monahans, 94 for Fort Stockton, 97 for Presidio, and winds through the day anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up tonight, expect mostly clear skies, quiet conditions, lows into the 40s, 50s, and a few 60s as well. 57 for Midland and Odessa, and winds looking to remain relatively light overnight heading into Tuesday. I do want to mention we do have a lunar eclipse coming up tomorrow morning, so the good news is with those mostly clear skies, viewing should be okay. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast where we are going to see temperatures even warmer coming up tomorrow. 89 degrees for the Midland Odessa area, looking to tie the record at Midland International Air and Spaceport. Little breezy ahead of a cold front on Wednesday, only going to cool things down for just a day before those temperatures back into the 80s coming up Thursday and Friday. A little bit cooler for the weekend with those temperatures back in the mid to upper 60s. Saturday, Sunday, and rain chances in the forecast as well.
Now to your headlines here at home. We'll start off in Midland, where a brawl between teenagers ended with shots going off near Midland Park Mall on Friday. Here's what we know. Just after 1 o'clock that afternoon, there were reports of dozens of teenagers in the parking lot of Midland Park Mall, but many of those teens were reportedly fighting when shots rang out. Initial reports say there were 50 to 60 teens there, but as you can see in the video, I only see about a dozen or so. Midland police say that they found a single bullet casing and blood in the parking lot, but the teens had already left. We're told that a few of them went into Midland Park Mall, which prompted police to lock it down briefly. So far, there have been no official reports of injuries, and the investigation is still ongoing. But also, around that same time on Friday, tensions ran high at the Chevron headquarters off of Avalon and Deauville Boulevard because of a shooting scare. The city of Midland saying police were called there after getting reports of possible gunshots. Chevron says they evacuated the building so police could sweep it. The building was all clear, and Chevron says they didn't find any evidence that shots were ever fired from within the building. They are, though, looking into potential mechanical explanations of that noise they heard. The company says their top priority is the safety and health of their workforce and community. Tracking crime in Ector County, where a murder suspect out of Pleasant Farms has been caught. He's been on the run since January. According to police, Jose Dominguez, has been arrested. The sheriff's office initially called out to Snow Moon Avenue in Pleasant Farms back in January, where they found a man dead at the scene. A person of interest was arrested while deputies issued a warrant for Dominguez. He was found in the 4700 block of Shady Lane Drive by the Texas Anti-Gang Center and other agencies. He was arrested and booked into the Ector County Jail. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com, and also be sure to download our app. That's where we're streaming live right now on Wake Up West Texas Extra. You can also watch us and interact by going to the First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel. Make it a great Monday.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with us on this Monday, March 2nd. Mitch Stay Ready says, good morning, CBS 7 family. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mitch.
So glad to have you with us here on Extra. It's been a wonderful, wonderful morning to have everybody here.
It's gone by quickly.
It has flown by. And we also, speaking of, want to get back to our Wake Up West Texas trivia this morning, which is, what state has the longest coastline? Oh, Alaska and California are tied. Excellent guesses, by the way. Sawyer's gone with Florida, which is, I think, a great guess because Florida is truly surrounded by water. We're going to have the answer, of course, coming up at the top of the hour at 9 a.m. We will bring you that answer. So you won't want to miss that a little bit later. But let us know what you think. Comment it below. Explain the reasoning, but don't look it up because that just ruins the fun. So let us know what you think on Wake Up West Texas trivia. Our next one, what is your favorite condiment on your burger? Mustard, mayo, ketchup, barbecue sauce, or just plain and dry? Not even just plain, but just dry at least. You know, there is one burger I can think of in my entire life that I've ordered dry.
Why?
I don't like the taste of the sauce. It's a patty melt at a certain place.
You don't like Thousand Island?
It's not Thousand Island at this certain place. I just don't want to call them out because I love them so much. Yeah. I don't like the sauce. It's just not for me. So I ordered it dry and just get the grilled onions.
Now I'm intrigued.
Love
with the
grilled
sauces.
onions.
What is the sauce? Do you know? If it's not Thousand Island?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, hold on.
It probably has Thousand Island in it. I didn't even know you put Thousand Island on a patty melt.
Usually I think so.
I've never heard of that, but yeah, it sounds good. I love Thousand Island dressing. She's looking. I'll look it up with the one specifically I'm talking about.
No, that's the one that I looked up too. Doesn't sound bad. I would eat that.
It's just, I don't know what it is for me. It's like, you know, I'm a guy who likes sweet things, and that's very savory, if that makes any sense at all. It's just like I don't know, that's the only burger I get dry. Otherwise, I put all kinds of sauces. I'm a sauce guy for sure. Sauce is my boss, kind of thing.
Okay, I guess Thousand Island usually isn't on a patty melt. But there's
I'd never heard of a Thousand Island
Thousand
patty
Island
melt.
on a Reuben?
I don't know. I get a Thousand Island on the burger at Chili's. It's called the Big Smasher. They put Thousand Island dressing on that. Maybe that's what you're thinking of?
Burger.
Like a Big Mac. Big Mac's kind of pretty much Thousand Island dressing. Pretty much.
Island. I don't know. Thousand.
She's looking up everything where she's seen Thousand Island dressing.
Sandwich.
It must be something like a Reuben.
A Reuben.
It is a Reuben,
Yes.
okay. I haven't had a Reuben in ages.
I love a good Reuben.
Delicious. Our next one, do you like daylight saving time? Oh, a lot of people don't.
Good.
They want to stay where
I
we
agree.
are.
I agree with them.
84%. Wow, that's surprising. Let's see what our next one is. Do you clap when the plane lands? That is definitely an awkward position to be in, but you might. 50-50 on no or after a rough flight. Both are correct.
I chose after a rough flight, you know. And that's also sometimes. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's...
Have you ever considered clapping as the pilot is standing in the doorway saying goodbye to you?
No, I do always say thank you, though.
They do too, you know, to the flight attendants and everybody because they're so kind. Yeah. They come and give me just great food and pretzels.
Or sometimes I jab at them and say, man, that landing was rough.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I'm sure that made him feel real good going home. Like, wow, this lady just came up to me and insulted me. They do take their landing so seriously. Well, I know they have to. Yes, I guess that's the point. Is you want to land on. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to
I'm
actually
just talking
land
just
the
to talk
plane,
now.
Matthew.
Mitch says mustard and mayo all the way. All right. What an interesting combo. Both the polar opposites there.
That's kind of interesting.
I got to give that a shot. Thank you, Mitch, by the way. Stay ready.
Our director
is having a problem. She has a sinus problem. We need a microphone, I'm telling you. That was loud. Poor her.
She's already embarrassed. She's going to be even more
I
embarrassed.
know.
if
I'm
she's
sorry.
mic'd up.
She's crying now, but that's great. Okay.
We
Well,
love you. It's okay.
If you can you bring us back up on camera? I don't know if you're still busy. She's not feeling too well.
No.
Goodness gracious. I'm telling you, my
Sinuses,
mom,
yeah, are really bad right
a few
now.
of my other parts of the family, not sick, but they have sinus problems.
Yeah, it's because of our temperatures going up and down.
It's flying up and yes.
You know, the
The Dutch.
No, not the Dutch.
I was like, sure.
Dust and dirt.
Oh, the dust and dirt. Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I was like, what are you trying to say?
Put them together.
Not the Dutch. Leave the Dutch alone.
I am Dutch, so
We're trying
that's
to
even
take
funnier.
their country.
Sorry, y'all. Speaking of, hold on. Let me see if our camera in Holland is
Ah,
there.
beautiful Holland. Did you hear? I shouldn't be spreading rumors on Extra, on any show. Tom Holland and Zendaya got
They
married.
did.
Did you see that?
According to La Roche, her stylist.
Who? La Roche?
Is that not?
That's an interesting source there.
There was what? Some type of the Actors Awards last night?
Something like that.
There
Yeah, I was
was
saying SAG-AFTRA Awards?
Some type of awards last night in LA, and that's apparently where that news dropped. And
Yes.
let me see if I can
that is
confirm
correct. The Actor Awards, 30-second Actor Awards.
this part.
Because I saw that post and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Good for them. Excellent actors, by the way. I like the story of the Marvel movies and
Obviously has not been confirmed yet
no, not confirmed.
by them.
They're very private.
But her stylist has been in the business for a really long time, has styled her for years.
Knows her like nobody else.
That it seems like he wouldn't just like let that slip unless
It's like a confidant.
Yeah, unless it was like true and or they didn't.
Well, a confidant who let a rumor slip, but yeah. One of
Well,
those
I mean,
things.
last year she showed up. I think it was last year, 2 years ago. I don't know.
It was confirmed they're engaged though. They are.
She showed up to an award ceremony with a giant rock on her
Ring,
finger last
right.
year. So
But was that ever confirmed by her? Have they ever said they're engaged?
I think it has been
Okay.
confirmed by them.
I guess we can look at
they're
that.
engaged. Speaking of Spider-Man, the next installment comes out
This summer, right?
soon-ish. I don't know when.
Let's see. Report surfaced in January of last year, which I do remember that.
Okay, yes.
Oh, confirmed by sources close to the couple, which to me is not.
I think
Confirmation?
I think his dad confirmed it.
Yes, confirmed the news, and Tom's father indicated the engagement in a post. Okay, so they're engaged.
Yes.
That's good.
Anyway, but
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Holland. Very nice. That is fascinating stuff there this morning. We also want you to take us wherever you go. You can watch Wake Up West Texas from 5 to 7 a.m. on your TV, but also from 7 to 9 right here on Wake Up West Texas Extra, where we talk about literally anything
Clearly.
and everything, clearly. That just popped in my mind because I think that is something they seem like genuinely nice people.
I did want to give you some more lore about that since you were talking about
No,
Spider-Man.
please. Yeah.
The first two Spider-Man movies in this new installment in the Marvel series were directed by a man that went to my high school.
Oh, yes, you have mentioned that briefly.
John Watts went to Fountain Fort Carson High School.
That's wonderful.
in
It's
Fountain,
a
Colorado.
Spider-Man. I've seen No Way Home.
Homecoming
I've watched that too.
and
I went to see him in theaters.
not No Way Home. Far From Home.
Far From Home. That's the one I saw.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, John Watts, a la Fountain Fort Carson High School, directed those two.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And we got to see the next one coming up very soon, which
However,
is
he is not directing them.
what is Spider-Man? The next one called? Next movie is Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yes.
Scheduled to come out July 31st, kind of like the other ones, all in July around that
Intriguing, because I don't even think there's been a trailer for it, or even a teaser trailer.
time, which doesn't bode well for them keeping the date.
There might have been a teaser trailer. I don't think so, though. I think it might have been like,
What was the name? Brand New Day?
yes.
Let's see. No.
No? No
Oh,
trailer?
yes, here it is. 4 days ago. So it just came out.
I didn't see it.
It's this trailer collection. It seems confirmed. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, it says there's a Reddit thread saying is Spider-Man trailer from 3 days ago real thing or fan theory?
See, that's the thing about AI.
Yeah.
Is that you never
So someone just
know
said it's bogus
what's
in here.
fabricated. You know what happened with the
It's true. It would have been on Iron Entertainment and all that. There's no way it
I
came
was
out and we
saying
didn't know
no,
about it.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Take that out.
I
Nix it
follow
from the
the
record.
official Spider-Man Marvel
Yeah.
accounts.
It would have been
haven't
on our
gotten anything
show
back.
probably.
However, July 31st. Got to get on it.
Yeah, it might be pushed again. They have delayed it already
The
previously.
next Avengers movie is coming out at the end of this year, and that is, oh gosh.
I did see some lore on that too. That Tony Stark.
What?
Tony Stark, is he supposed to appear?
No. Well, maybe.
That's one of those things. That's thinking he's died. He's supposed to stay died. Dead.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. is in it. However, he is not.
Oh,
Stark.
because he's a different character now.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
How could I forget? It's Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, not Tony
But
Stark.
because they couldn't get rid of him in particular.
But anyway, sorry for anybody who hasn't wanted spoilers or whatever. I mean, they're not really spoilers.
No, just
but,
speculation's all it is.
well, no, that's been confirmed that he's back as a different character.
Oh, okay. At this point, we're speculating about marriage of Zendaya and all them.
Yes.
So congratulations, by the way. If you're maybe she was on extra in the comments.
Yes, Zendaya's watching Wake Up West Texas Extra from
We do have a cool superhero thing, like with the Marvel Universe.
X-Men.
Maybe I can be the extra man.
Sure.
Goodness gracious. Well, I had a great time this past weekend. On Friday specifically, I took part in the Permian Basin American Petroleum Institute's 2026 Sporting Clay Shoot at Windwalker Farms in Martin County. Look at that. I look like I know what I'm doing. So except here, look how far back I was. I appreciate Doug for recording this, by the way, one of the members of the other team who was helping me out. He actually recorded these in slow motion. I sped this up by 500% to make it look normal. He did this to show the recoil first off, which let me tell you, that recoil, something else. I had no recoil pad. I am bruised on my shoulder. But it was something just to show my form. So that's the first time I shot, one of the first times. You see, I was leaning back too much. This one's where I'm really getting into it. I hit a true pair here, meaning they both of the birds, if you will, shot at the same time, the clays. I wish you could see the clays a little bit more, but they're called pigeons, yeah, or birds, yeah. So I learned quite a bit because for real reference, I've never shot at clays. I've never shot a shotgun. I'm very familiar with handguns and pistols. I am, but not with rifles or shotguns. So that was a new bit of thing for me. But also getting to spend, I spent over 7 hours there.
You were there for a really long time.
Barbecue, there was food, all the companies you can imagine. Really wonderful people as well. Something I've learned from the sporting clay world, from the little that I've learned, everyone is so nice and so welcoming, willing to help you learn. It's nothing much. A lot of them relate it to golf. It's like golf with guns. That's an interesting way to put that.
Sure.
And yeah, it's not quite like putt-putt or anything, but it takes some skill. Some of these guys really know what they're doing. So, and I'm going to share my score. I really didn't want to, but I'm being forced to by Sawyer. I get 17 out of 100. 17 out of 100.
Isn't that
High score was
17%?
96 out of everybody. There was like 500 people there.
Wow.
96. Out of 100, 17% is what I shot. That's incredible. And by the way, but I don't know if I hammer this home enough. API, the American Petroleum Institute, they hold this, the Permian Basin chapter, to raise money for scholarships going to deserving oil and gas students. So the children of those oil and gas workers, they're in school, going to college, they need a scholarship. There they are. So they raise money. One scholarship, I believe, is like 40 grand roughly.
Wow.
Which covers so much. And I think that's incredible. And so I'm happy to be a part. Thank you, by the way, to Kathy over at Platinum for inviting me out. Great time. She also does Old Patch Kids. She's a big part of this.
He was very excited. He just told me that he bought a shotgun because of this.
I did. I was not going to announce that, but it's fine. I'm just kidding. Yes, I did. I've decided that I need to try it. It's a bug for sure that you get. And plus I have Sawyer here to help me train. Someone who is very adept with shotguns.
Sure. I haven't shot a shotgun in years.
We need to call your dad.
True.
I can rely on Bill.
Bill will help you out.
That's right.
Bill will help you for
But it's good.
anything.
You know, I have a few guns already, and I was like, well, that would be something to add for sure.
Nerd.
A little bit, yes. A little bit. But I appreciate them going out. What a great cause it was. We had a great time at Windwalker Farms. Next up, busting for badges.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Go to firstalert7.com to learn more about that. We are proud to be a partner of Bustin' for Badges. Steve LeSueur as well. We get to talk to him all the time. And one of those events that it's near and dear to his heart, especially, is Busting for Badges. We're raising money for our local law enforcement. And there's going to be 3 days of action coming up at the end of April into May. Register now. Go to Busting for Badges Facebook page to learn more about that. Let's head over now to Oklahoma, where a philanthropist is trying to make sure students there at one university have everything that they need to land that first job or internship that's so crucial. We all know it very well. You're taking a look at Claudia's Career Closet. Claudia's Career Closet. They are located at the Student Union on the campus of Oklahoma State University's. Go Pokes. As the name suggests, students can select from a wide variety of professional clothing and at no cost at all.
That's great.
The program also provides career coaching for the students who come in. It was all made possible by an alumna who just wanted to give back to the university that gave her so much, and I love that idea.
No, it's a great idea.
Something we should strive for is giving back. There's a lyric in a country song I think of. I don't want to get into it, but you know, you
I'm
want to turn around and help those who are. There's, you know, you want to help those coming along behind you. You know, you get to where you want to be, and then you help those who are still coming up. That's not the lyric. I'm just paraphrasing.
Sure.
Goodness gracious. Well, I love this idea that we have local organizations who do things like this, which is really nice, very similar. Someone highlighted one in Amarillo as well. So it's nice to see these are more prevalent because people don't realize how expensive really just a suit and tie is. I'm sure, you know, you can speak on a dress as well. Something really nice could be expensive, but definitely suits. I mean, I can speak for suits for sure. I mean, I can't imagine the amount of money I've spent in the course of a decade that I've been doing this job on suits. I got my first suit in San Antonio at Macy's when I was 15, 14.
Wow.
For my news class. And so I had to, you know, get a suit, and it was very expensive.
I love that,
I had
though.
gotten my money for my first job at the hardware store.
When I was in news in middle, and well, I didn't do news in high school, but middle school, we would just wear T-shirts and jeans.
No, not Matthew.
In fact, that Matthew Alvarez.
That brings us up. We'll have to bring out the high school videos at some point. At least I have some. I have mine.
I still need to try and find mine.
I'd like to see yours for sure.
We need to reach out to.
Mine are definitely out there on the internet, and I
people.
look exactly the same, other than I wore glasses.
I had braces, and I had really dark hair. But other than that, I looked basically the same.
I also had dark hair as well. No. Oh, wait.
I was going to say your hair is
I still
dark.
do.
No, I had black hair in 8th grade. Don't ask why.
I'm now curious why, but yeah, you're right. We probably
There was
shouldn't.
no reason aside from literally just.
Did you know there was a black Whopper at one time?
Yes, wasn't it for the Wednesday?
It was Wednesday
meal?
thing, yes.
No,
It wasn't?
Wednesday was Wendy's.
No, it wasn't. It was Burger King.
No, Wednesday meal
No,
was
it
Wendy's.
was Burger King.
No, it was Wendy's.
Let me see.
They just had a yellow
Wednesday.
Whopper
I had that.
for the SpongeBob. Oh, how was that?
It was Burger King.
Oh, it was
The
Burger
Whopper
King?
Wednesday deal.
Are you sure?
I'm looking at it right here.
I swear Wendy's.
It was
had-
purple though. It was not black.
Oh, well.
Black Whopper. Yeah, it was a Halloween Whopper, just a generic Halloween Whopper from back when.
Intriguing.
Burger
Kinda
King.
like the Krabby Patty colored ones that they. Would
I
do.
tasted that one. That one tasted fine. It was good. Anything with SpongeBob, I like.
You do like SpongeBob.
I do like SpongeBob.
Anyway,
Verified.
sorry. Go ahead.
So Burger King, speaking of, is giving the iconic Whopper a makeover, the first one in nearly a decade, tweaking the bun, mayo, and packaging after customer complaints. Last Thursday, the chain said the Whopper will now come with a premium bun, not sure what that means, with a creamier mayo, and will be served in a clamshell box, which you just saw, instead of the wrapping paper. The changes come after years of complaints about smash burgers that were falling apart. The revamped burger is rolling out this week to more than 7,000 restaurants nationwide. The company said it was careful not to go too far and offend Whopper fanatics. For example, the beef patty will remain the same. The upgraded burger will cost a little bit more for franchisees, but Burger King is urging them not to raise the prices.
Are you okay? He's like falling out of the chair.
Goodness gracious. So very fascinating take on the Whopper here. It's an icon in the fast food industry, kind of like the Big Mac. Like when they don't change it that often. It's kind of dangerous for them to. It's like their version of the F-150, kind of things like that. You don't change a lot.
Sure.
Even though it's a hamburger.
I do love a good Whopper. You know, the like biggest time that I like Whopper or like crave Whopper is when I'm sick. When I have a sinus infection, a
Really?
respiratory infection, I want a Whopper.
I have
don't
a
know
sick craving too.
why,
Maybe we should ask that question.
But like,
You crave it.
I just crave a Whopper. And like, especially like now I've been eating them more often. Recently, I don't know why, but I do at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. We have a breakfast Whopper because you can get them. However,
yeah.
but yeah, especially like when I'm sick, I just like crave a Whopper.
You know what I crave when I'm sick? Is refried beans.
That's random, but okay.
Like a breakfast refried bean, like with eggs. That's what I actually do. I go to the same. So if I call out sick, I will still leave the house for one thing if I can, and it's to go to this one particular restaurant that has like a homemade breakfast. But it's like a Mexican style breakfast. You have the refried beans, eggs, bacon, sausage.
I am so confused right now.
That's what I crave whenever I'm sick.
Intriguing.
I know that was random.
I just want breakfast Whoppers. But anyway.
Maybe that's the idea. When these come out, we will definitely get some out.
Yeah, we will get some extra because why not?
This next video is actually not from a rodeo, but it may look like it. It's a state road in Florida, in the middle of nowhere, where a rogue cow was on the move last week. Watch as police handle traffic until the animal's owner rides up on a horse. Then come the rodeo skills. The owner lassos the cow with utterly remarkable finesse.
Love it.
I like all the puns here in this script. A very good script. But boy, look at the skill on that, riding that fast. That's good 20 miles an hour probably, if not more.
This definitely looks like something you'd see in West Texas.
It looks very Texan, but no, this is Florida here. Which
crazy.
county does that say, y'all? Can you see that up there?
Collier?
Collier County, Florida. So for your reference, Collier County, Florida is Naples. So it actually is straight up South Florida.
I was going to say that's not anywhere near
by
where we
the
thought
Everglades.
This would be.
That is, no, it's completely not where I thought it would be. But there are a lot of wildlife preserves in this area. So there's a very, very real possibility that there is a python nearby.
Yes.
This is what I think of, the ball pythons or Burmese pythons. But no, it was a cow, Sawyer, that was on the move.
Intriguing. Well, we do need to get to a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update in about 45 minutes. So we're going to take a little bit of a break and rejoin you after that.
45 seconds.
What did I just say?
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Morning, everyone. Time now is 8:55 on this Monday morning, March 2nd. Good to have you with us here. I'm Matthew Alvarez alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRoy. Sawyer, how's it looking?
Yeah, not too bad of a start to the day. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. We are going to see a warm start to the week with changes on the way as we continue through the week. Rain and storm chances do increase as we head through the week and into the weekend. Here's a look outside over the skies, about 20 this morning in Midland. Traffic moving along nicely there. Temperatures currently ranging from the 40s to the 60s, 52 in both Midland and Odessa right now. And those winds not too bad as we start off the day, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. Here's a look at that satellite and radar where we are hanging on to mostly sunny skies, quiet conditions, and that will continue overall as we head through the day. A little bit more cloud cover coming up later on with partly cloudy skies expected overall today. Highs will warm into the 70s, 80s, and even a few 90s as well. 85 for Midland and Odessa, 88 for Pecos and Monahans, 94 for Fort Stockton, 97 for Presidio, and winds through today anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up tonight, expect mostly clear skies, lows into the 40s, 50s, and even a few 60s as well. 57 overnight for Midland and Odessa, and those winds looking to remain anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10-day forecast. Even warmer temperatures are expected tomorrow. We are currently looking to tie the record at Midland International Air and Spaceport, if not break it. It is going to be a little bit breezy as well ahead of a cold front on Wednesday. That will cool things down for just today, but then temperatures right back up in the 80s Thursday and Friday. Those rain chances do increase as we head through the week and into the weekend, with those temperatures back in the mid to upper 60s Saturday and Sunday.
Sorry, thank you very much. We'll begin with the developing story out of Ector County, where just yesterday a chase came to an end in West Odessa. We're told that this chase was in connection to an aggravated kidnapping case. You can see viewer video of the scene right there. Now, the sheriff's office did not share any further information about the case itself or any other details for now, but this chase, as you can see, did come to an end near Interstate 20 and FM 1936 at the Main Street Market. Odessa police also assisted in this pursuit. Now to your first alert on a crash in Ector County that left one man dead. Texas EPS saying a semi-truck was driving south on FM 181 at the same time a Ram 1500 was. The Ram hit the back of the semi-truck, and the driver of that Ram, 26-year-old Alejandro Guerrero, was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash is under investigation. In Odessa, a man was killed after a rollover crash that happened actually in Andrews County. He was an Odessa man. DPS's 28-year-old Jason Carrion was driving south on Highway 176 in a Ford F-350 when a Ford F-150 was driving in the opposite direction, and Carrion's tire blew out, causing him to lose control and slam into that other truck. Carrion then rolled over and was pronounced dead at the scene. Let's turn now to a traffic alert happening in downtown Odessa that could impact your commute for quite some time. Starting today, a portion of 3rd Street is closed in downtown Odessa. This is between Texas Avenue and Jackson Avenue. The city saying that they are working on the area for preparations for the new Ector County Courthouse project, as well as the demolition of the post office and addition of other buildings as well. Now, according to the city of Odessa, there is no estimate for how long this road closure is expected to last. In Midland, a couple of road closures to know about. Starting today, a lane on North County Road 1160 between Vista del Pueblo and Golf Course Road will be shut down. The city of Midland saying it'll be closed for work on a manhole. The lane will be closed through March 6th. And on Midland Drive, the northbound lane between Taft Ryan and Cardinal are all closed, as well as an eastbound Mockingbird lane between Valwood and Midland Drive also closed today. We'll have another check of the news and weather later on First Alert 7 News at noon. Make it a great day. Here's the answer to extra trivia. Which U.S. state has the longest coastline? The answer is Alaska.
Wow.
29% voted Alaska. You would think it would be Florida. I really did as well, but looking it up, it is Alaska because they have so much surface area with all the Aleutian Islands.
I'm going to say it's the biggest state.
So it tracks.
So it
and you
makes
said that.
sense.
You were thinking that.
But then I was like, well, Florida's
I
surrounded
kind of threw you off a little bit on
three
accident.
sides. I know. Meanie head.
Sorry.
You made me be wrong today.
I
twice.
on both of them. I've misled you, Sawyer.
Yes, he has.
But also, happy Texas Day, everybody. My friend Hannah, I'm trying to do this correctly before I show it on air. Let's see.
Nope. I have
It's
no clue.
Texas, the state of Texas, because we live here. It's this way, yes. Here's where we
I
live.
see it.
That's where we
Okay,
live.
yeah.
Odessa's here.
That's West
You
Texas.
twist your finger. My friend Hannah showed me that.
I feel like we're throwing
I know, yeah.
things that we shouldn't
Careful
be
with
doing.
your hands there.
Anyway,
Well, that was a lot of fun today.
it was a good day.
It was. So thanks for streaming with us.
Have a great day.